Nobody really prepares you for what happens when you start working on your healing. You begin to notice red flags everywhere, and you start to realize that most adults are walking around operating within the world from their trauma responses. You see insecurities surface in ways that maybe you wouldn't have noticed before. And you start to ask yourself, is this going to be an issue for me later on in the relationship? You look for people's values early, and you can notice when sexism is disguised as negging, when shaming is disguised as honesty, and disrespect is disguised as feigning ignorance. It's okay if somebody calls you sensitive, because that's not the type of person you want in your circle anyways. The boundaries you set are intentional because you want to see how people respond. You look for daily demonstrations of emotional intelligence, of empathy, of self-regulation, and you start to trust how your nervous system feels in someone's presence, looking at relationships through the feeling of safety instead of excitement. You realize that everyone is operating within the limits of their awareness. So any shade that gets thrown your way can roll off your back because you know it's a projection of their internal world. And if you do get your back up, you know it's pointing to a piece of you that still requires a little bit more healing. You bless negative emotion because it's a vibrational indicator of the gap between where you currently stand and where you want to be, where your higher self is pointing you to go.